Lawmakers will be back in Springfield next week for a special session. The goal is to vote on a bill to fix the state's poorly underfunded pension system. There has been a talk of a reform plan all year long, but little progress until now. So in honor of Thanksgiving, News 3's Fana Selassie is taking a look back at this legislative year, showing us the big winners and the big turkeys.
2013 was supposed to be the year for pension reform, the biggest financial drain on the state's budget. But week after week, month after month in Springfield, there was no solution, and lawmakers ended the spring session not even close to a deal.
On the pension issue, the biggest of all those issues, there seems to be a huge divide.
I don't think the pension's going to get done.
Oh, really?
No, I think they blew it.
So if lawmakers were not talking about pensions, what were they doing instead?
When you talk about turkeys as far as legislation, there are two animal-themed bills that fit that bill. First has to be the lion meat bill. It's laughable if it wasn't seriously something that they took an hour and a half to talk about on the floor.
Benjamin Yount with the Illinois Watchdog.org says House Bill 2991 meant to ban the sale of lion meat in Illinois. That is, if it actually passed. Instead, the author of the bill yanked it from consideration. The other bill Yount is giving the turkey stamp is House Bill 1581, disallowing animals in the lap while driving.
Degenerated to a conversation of, can I drive with my goat in my lap? And then it became my boa constrictor and my hamster and all of these. It was seriously Thursday morning sometime in May, and it was just a big laugh fest. But that shows what happens when lawmakers don't have anything to do on the big issues: Medicaid reform, pension reform, school funding reform. They're left to talk about lion meat and can my goat ride shotgun with me as I drive down the street.
So which bill the winner this year? Yount says gay marriage, the legislation that failed to reach the needed votes this spring, but hit the mark during the last week of veto session.
This was a battle all year, and I think that when you take a look at the scorecard and you see what got done and what didn't get done, gay marriage does stand out as the biggest issue to be approved by lawmakers.
The passage of concealed carry was also big news for Illinois, making it the last state in the country to allow citizens to legally carry a weapon. That's why Yount says bill sponsor Brandon Phelps is the year's legislative winner.
Brandon Phelps, clearly one of the big winners here. He's been carrying that bill like Atlas, and he finally gets to take it off his shoulders.
So who is the loser, the biggest turkey this year? Is it Governor Pat Quinn, who has championed pension reform with no results? How about House Speaker Mike Madigan, who refused to call certain pension bills for a vote?
When I look back and take a look at the winners and the losers, unfortunately taxpayers look like they've lost again because Illinois has not gotten control of its state spending, and I don't see anything happening in an election year that's going to change this.
In Springfield, Fana Selassie, News 3.
Still ahead on News 3 this morning, we'll check in on the Black Friday shopping in Jackson County.